Well, there you have it, folks. I'm back. What are we doing here? Well, see, here's the thing, right? I'm it's been a minute since you've heard from me. And so let me fix this. What am I doing here? Right. You know, so again, like I was saying, it's been a minute since y'all seen me or heard from me. No need to, state the obvious. You see what happened the last time I was on here, and a lot of y'all was mad at me, and I just got finished, talking to one of my friends, I'm on Mark Holmes, and we were talking about, the things that were happening, him, Gay Ty Bryant, Hallie Pierce, Loyal Cowboy, everybody, that be on the Mark Holmes. Shout out to Mark Holmes too, and Game Time Brian, and so talking about the things that are where we are at this time in time. We're all a week out away from training camp getting started, and I wanted to put out there that, the things that, we're thinking about as opposed to, what Cowboys, fan base is, concerned with is not the same thing that we're concerned with. And so I was just making those points just to, let folks know, like, hey, look, it's a different game for us. We got a bunch of guys who, we're bringing in so many people. Last year, this time, we had 32 guys who made the final 53 that we drafted. We had uh nine of our starters in the Super Bowl on the offense were people we drafted. The only two we didn't draft was AJ Brown and Mekhi Becton. They were the only two that we didn't draft. When you look at the defense, you know what I'm saying, think about all the guys who were on the team during the Super Bowl, that are coming back. Not the starters that we lost, but the guys who are now this is their second and third or fourth year in on this team with this head coach. The thing that we got going that a lot of these other teams don't have going is that we got a lot of guys that's on this team that have been together for a while. NFL years are like dog years. These guys have played together for a while now, at least 3 to 4 years. Every year that Nick Sirianni's been the coach of this team. So when you think about the continuity that's coming in this coming season, our biggest adversary, truth be told, is going to be health. We have a defense that's coming back on the same system for the first time since Jim Schwartz. Okay. We have an offense that's coming under a guy who's just a new guy. But here's the thing, our offense has had a different coordinator every year for the last, 4 or 5 years? So again, the continuity, the depth, the talent, the youth there's even a bigger youth movement going on with the Philadelphia Eagles going into training camp. So again, hence why I say I think our biggest adversary is going to be health. So for all y'all out there watching, get at me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, and we'll talk about this soon, but I just wanted to come on real quick, because I'm testing out some things. I want to see how everything's working. But I just wanted to make sure I let people know, what I'm saying, stay tuned. Start a training camp. The bird section is going to be jumping. All right. Shout out to Eugene Monroe. Shout out to GB Dunn. Shout out to Eagles Drew, Philly 500. You know what I'm saying? Lord Brunson, all y'all, man. Peace.